Welcome to the College Football Playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. We have a great battle for us here tonight. Two teams with championship aspirations, but trying to define the odds and take a big step closer to that national championship. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the UCF Knights, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the runner takes off to his right. Gets some space and on the 30. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
So one play moves the ball to the 38. Another first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Boy, just really good vision and patience by this back. He kind of felt his way through and then accelerated through the hole for the first down. One of the things that you see over the years by UCLA is the ability to control the line of scrimmage and have good...
Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
On third down, he drops to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Here's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Here's the second down play. Looking downfield, it's Brown. He stays alive. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on third and very long. And the quarterback dropping back, looking for his big tight end. Pop over the middle. It's Pittman. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
You know, a lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
Tackle is made at the 37-yard line. Second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
The gain moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. And the completion made. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Second down play coming up. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's past the 45. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Bruins lining up here on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. An inside give now from the shotgun. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They're going to run it. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll try the right here. And that's a solid game before the defense able to bring him down.
Because I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
Play action here on first down. And he lofts it toward the sideline. It is intercepted. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28. And the UCLA offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from their 25. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big game.
Great timing here with the quarterback and the wide receiver. The receiver does a nice job of keeping his route vertical, and the quarterback's taught to put the ball away from the defender towards the boundary. Good adjustment by the receiver and a big play by the offense.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the running back. Breaking free at the 35. Football comes out. Defense jumps on the ball.
Oh, man, the rain ended up acting like an extra defender on this last play. The runner seemed like he was holding onto that football so tight for one moment and then watching it slip away the next.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Slide 22.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And the back now goes in motion. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
The Bruins will look to convert here on fourth down.
Get set.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bruins. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 open scoring. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Important second down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Brown. Gets rid of it on the move. The ball is caught. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game. You get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he throws his third interception of the day. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Second down after that previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but it shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So the UCF offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Caught quickly.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Looking to throw. It's Brown. Fires it to the wideout. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. And he's got some open field ahead. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and goal.
Second down and goal. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Defense looking for a stop on third and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a stop by this defense here on third down and goal. They've been put in a very tough situation. In 3 straight plays, they've stepped up. Now, a big decision for the head coach for the offense. What is he going to do here after those 3 plays? Is he still going to try to get this touchdown?
Long enough and good. Hold on, there is a flag. If it's on the defense, it would still be 4th down. Cannot make contact with a kicker like that. Costly special teams penalty gets the offense back on the field. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Just time enough for one more play in the half. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Bruins will kick this away to get the second half going. They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. First play of the second half is a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
After the loss on first down, it's second and long from the 22. He hands it off from the gun. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Makes a quick grab. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The Knights have 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield, it's Brown. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch, and get a little bit closer to the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Now it's 2nd down here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Catch made down inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, UCF. This quarterback on fire today. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Bruins offense back out on the field. Here comes a handoff. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And they'll fling this one deep down the middle. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaks loose at the 45. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down to the 27-yard line.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The Bruins looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Handoff from the shotgun. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no. They're not backing down. They get penetration and come up with a tackle for a loss.
Play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. So the offense flexing here, and stretching their lead here in the 2nd half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the 2nd half.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he takes this from inside 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there.
And the UCF offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the UCF offense back out on the field now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
On the play. Brings up.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down, and it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford. Inside the 40, the 20, crosses the 10. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Knights.
I can appreciate the aggressive approach by this offense, but it backfires on him, and now you give the opponent a chance to really cut into the lead and come right back and have a chance to win this game.
They're setting out to try the PAT. Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Okay, ready?
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23.
42 Spider.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They're going to run it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, 3rd down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing 4th down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Back to throw. It's Brown. He's moving out of the pocket, using his legs on the scramble. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a 4th quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes, and he takes off and picks up a 1st down.
There's a 1st and 10 play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
He's brought down. That's a 43-yard run. Brings up 2nd down.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. The clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. And the UCLA offense takes the field. So it's still a 1-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can't take their foot off the gas. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The offense going to heavy personnel, bringing out the full house. And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. The Bruins look to keep this drive moving. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. And he's got it again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll hand it off. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Toss play to the outside. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Another nice run by this running back. He's well over 100 yards now in the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And it's a kneel down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's a survival.